This is Sonic Frontiers, but if I touch a ring, the level switches.
Alright, so let's see what level we get first. And it looks like it is going to be 4-4.
So straight off in 4-4, there are some rings straight away. Might just spin dash through here. That was a little bit close. It seems to be going alright so far. The thing about Frontiers levels, they're really the opposite of Forces levels because they're just not linear at all. Oh, there's something right there. I don't know how I dodged that, but I did in fact dodge that. So okay, let's do more of that. Oh, okay. Okay, and we are back again. Let's see if we can get around this maybe. Nope, okay, not quite. Back for a third time. Let's see if I can get around this time. Boost, jump. Oh, okay, we can actually make that jump. That is good to know. There are some rings up there. Okay, yeah, okay, this level's pretty good, aside from that one little section right there. Unless there are rings here, which there are not. Okay, good. Checkpoint. Awesome. There's some rings kind of floating around there. I don't think that's a problem, though, because we can just boost straight over those. Good. Would that give us any rings? There are some rings there. Boost over. Okay, I see some rings there. I'm just going to try to do this. That worked. Keep the faith, I guess. Okay, back here again. I can see over here. Okay, there we go. Okay, that did it. This part, nice and easy. Oh, wait. Oh, what do we do? Let's see. Bam, bam, jump, bam. And that's just barely not enough. Yeah, there's not a way around or anything. So I'm going to have to say that this level is not possible to beat without touching rings.
Next up, we have 4-8, another 4 level. Quite interesting.
And what we gotta do is hit that right there, and okay, we are good. Okay, this level's actually really easy, because I know it's like extremely short, and I'm pretty sure there are rings up here. Gotta jump. There are no rings. This level is the first one that you can beat without touching a ring.
And next, 4-7. We're getting a lot of 4 levels.
So this level looks like the one that has a bunch of fans in it, so I assume that'll mean that there are less rings, but I'm not entirely sure. And it looks like the only way to get up is with that spring right there, but luckily we have our little bounce ability, and now we have our first fan section, which isn't really that bad because there aren't any rings there. Oh, that was close. Let's not do that again. In this part, we can just jump through the loop. There is that there, though. Judging by the last one, I'm assuming that this level is also not possible to beat without touching a ring, which really sucks, because we were right next to the end. But anyways, let's go to the next level.
Looks like, oh, it's gonna be close. Barely 3-5.
So this level is the drifting level, which has a lot of rings, but they should be extremely easy to dodge if I remember this level correctly. And just as predicted, this level is extremely easy to beat. I'm very much led to believe that literally anybody could do it. So 3-5 is the second level that you can beat without touching rings.
Oh, looks like we're gonna get a level in the 1 section, 1-5.
Now it's time for our first chemical plant level, and there were some rings straight off the bat. Those are pretty easy to dodge. I would go on this, see if it leads me anywhere that would be a little bit easier to dodge rings from. This part up here, you have to hit some rings. I'm going to see if I can. Yes, okay, you can. Boost and homing attack, and it's perfectly fine. And you know, just for safety reasons, I might actually try out the bottom route, see how that goes. Never mind, I just went straight back into the top route. This is the third level that you can beat without touching a ring.
It looks like it's going to be 4-9 or 1-1. 4-9.
Moving on to 4-9, this one, you can dodge the rings somehow, and I just dodged some at the beginning. I'm not entirely sure how, but this is just a whole lot of the skateboard dodging, and honestly, I would say this is pretty much like City Escape. You just gotta stay to the far right or the far left. I prefer the far right. This might be a little bit more difficult though, because there are more things up here to dodge. Honestly, the hardest part is just going behind the rings, but it's not that bad because we passed that section with just a little bit of difficulty. It just takes a little bit of focus is all. And there's the end of the level. Awesome. This is the next level that you can beat without touching any rings. Frontiers is definitely a lot more generous with this sort of challenge.
And next up, looks like 4-3.
Let's see if we can go up here. Not quite. Might be able to off of this. Okay, cool. We are able to do that. That is great. I guess all we gotta do is just not go into that right there. And I'm pretty sure that right here is the end of the level, if I recall correctly. Yep, all you gotta do, get these 3 guys, and there is the end of the level, and that is another level that you can beat without touching any rings.
4-6 or 1-1. Almost got to 1-1 twice, but it's 4-6.
There are some rings down there. Looking alright so far. Oh, but I did touch a ring though, so I guess I'll go into the next level.
Not 1-1, not 1-2, but 1-3.
So in this level, unfortunately, it looks like it just puts you into automation and rings right away. And it's pretty difficult to stop. Like, I'm trying to spam jump. It's not going. This gets me 5 rings anyway, so next level.
2-7.
And another 2-dimensional level, which automatically puts you into rings, so next level.
2-6.
This stage is actually my favorite one in the game, so let's see if we can get it without touching any rings. Now, do you see this right here? So let's see if we can get over here without touching any rings. There are some rings right there. Okay, just barely dodge them. There are some rings there. Go to the other rail. Are some rings there. And I'm pretty sure it just keeps alternating. So we're good. Oh, nope. That is on this rail. Switch again. And this is easy because all you got to do is just spin dash over. I feel like there are rings at the end of this, so I'm going to jump. And there are not actually. So it is possible to beat this level without touching any rings.
4-1. Just barely.
Now, from the one level that I have played of a chemical plant level, I know that there are way too many rings, and this might actually have... Nope, it does not have rings in the loop-de-loop. I will never understand why that's not a thing in this game, but you know what? It still works in our favor. What I'm going to do is try and spin dash over here and get this guy, and there we go. This is very easy to dodge. Luckily, this doesn't lock you into a quick step sequence. And now we're on the final section of this level. Let's try going to the right side, because that's what I usually tend to go for. Okay, no, it launches you into a couple of rings. So unfortunately, this level is not possible to beat that I could find without touching a ring.
Just have a couple of 4s left. 4s have been getting chosen a lot, except for this time, and it looks like we are doing 1-2.
Next up is 1-2, and unfortunately, you cannot avoid the rings at the start. It just puts you right into automation. I'm gonna retry the stage, and I'm spamming basically everything I could do to possibly dodge it, and no, it just doesn't work. This level is not possible either.
Next up, 3-1.
Nothing too much here, but I'm not gonna trust this loop-de-loop. That was some camera stuff there. For this level, all you gotta do really is just avoid the corkscrews, and I guess also that. Let's see if we can dodge that by any chance. Odd little thing here, we can't actually go back. Okay, nope, that pushes us into a ring as well, so next level.
And it looks like we're going to be finally doing the first level of the game.
And now on to what I would think would be the next to easiest level in this entire list of levels, and that being the first level of this entire game, because it's a tutorial stage. There's really no reason for there to be too much going on. There are some rings over there, pretty easy to dodge. All we gotta do is just do a little bit of stomping action. And then, again, for some reason, there are no rings on these kind of corkscrew loop-de-loop things. I couldn't tell you why, but it worked out because this level is also possible without hitting a ring.
2-2 or 2-3. 2-3 is our next level.
Usually, 2-dimensional levels have not really fared that well. Yeah, it's just really, there's no good way to do this level. It might be possible, but I don't think it is. So, next level.
Next is 1-6.
I've done a little bit of practicing on this level. One thing is here though, you cannot go through this loop, so unfortunately what you have to do is go down this way onto the left side, and then there are rings right there. That launches you up, barely can dodge some rings. Here is the part of the level that gets tricky. Now you see you could do this and boost over here, but the problem is, if you go over here, you will touch a ring. There's no way to dodge that, because as you can see, that's how high you can jump. What you gotta do is, you go down here, barely clear that, go on to this little swing thing, and what you can do, you can stomp up there, but unfortunately there's really no way to get past, even if there were rings there. So unfortunately this level is not possible either.
And 4-2. And after this one, there's only one more level in the 4 category.
And now we are in 4-2, and oh, nope, that also puts us into automation.
And we almost knocked out the last 4, but it's 3-7.
It's time to be driven crazy, because there's another level that puts you into automation.
Looks like we're doing 1-4.
And now it is time for 1-4, which should be a lot easier since it is not supposed to be a hard level by any means. Dodge that 10 ring there, make sure not to hit the boost panels, and I probably don't need to jump through that, but I will anyway. Boost up to this, up here, and then go through the little things there. And I would like to go through here, do a little spin dash, and this level is extremely easy and very possible to beat without touching a ring. And along with it, we can get the S rank.
And 2-2.
I would not imagine that it would be that hard to beat. I know that there are light speed dash sections. Gonna jump over here and then air boost, and yep, that part is very easy to get by. Just don't get pushed into the automation, and I think you should be fine. And that's okay. Go there, And yeah, okay, yeah, nope, that's the end of the level. And this level is also possible to beat without touching rings.
And it looks like 3-6 is next.
Another Sky Sanctuary level. We've been getting a lot of these. I'm going to try not to get distracted by the really great music in the background. Now I think about it, this reminds me of a level from Forces, like Metropolitan Highway, but I'm pretty sure that it is actually the Windmill Isle Act 3, because that does in fact exist. I'm seeing some rings up here, but these are extremely easy to dodge. You don't even have to boost there. Stomp there, jump there. Get into that, it was a little bit close. And what I'm going to try to do here is spin dash through. And there is a Lightspeed Dash section up here, so let's see if we can get past that at all. No, it does not look like that is possible. Let's go to the next level.
4's just hanging on. It's still there. Let's see if we can knock it out. Nope, not quite. We're doing 3-4 next.
This is what I'm guessing will probably be the hardest level, because it is absolutely filled with rails, which means there are going to be rings basically everywhere, like there. And the worst part is, there's probably going to be a lot of automation with the rails as well, but luckily, it does not seem to be so bad so far. Oh, there is something right there. Let's dodge those. Feels pretty promising. And I believe this is the end of the level, right? Cool. Okay, that one was not that bad, and it is possible to beat without touching a ring.
And it's going to be close. 3-3 is the next level that we are doing.
So on this level, it looks like you can jump on the rail, and after a little bit of trial and error, I found out there are some rings at the very end. No, you can dodge, you just need to be going extremely slowly. But also, this level looks absolutely beautiful in the sunset look. I really hope that the Generations remaster does this as well. Unfortunately, I just fell there. And I almost went in that, but that looks like it leads us to some rings. Let's not go in there. Let's try spin dashing just a little bit of a bigger spin dash, see if that works. See a checkpoint up there. Perfect. See if that's automation or not. Luckily not. Okay, we can dodge those. I feel like there are going to be some rings here, but don't have the time to find out. So let's just go forward. Yeah, it doesn't really look like it. Okay, yep, this level is possible to beat without touching rings.
Next up, 1-7. This one's going to be really easy.
And now it is time for what I think will be the easiest stage in this entire game, mostly because I actually made a short about the stage, and just how easy it is just to get past it. Now you see, I would normally do this, but it looks like they patched that, so what we got to do is spin dash off here, do one jump, and then do a double jump, and there's the end. It's right there, and then we can just boost, and then stomp, and then there we go. We already did it. That's how easy this level is, making it possible to beat without touching any rings. Record time as well.
And it looks like 4 is not going to make it to the final level because we are doing this one next.
Not too many levels left now, and we are in 4-5, which luckily, this looks like one of those levels that would throw you into automation, but luckily not. This one just has loads of air boosting and those rings in the air, so those should be pretty easy to dodge. Just gonna not do any fancy stuff, just take the normal route. It doesn't reward us. You know, it sounds terrible, but like it's just how it is. Oh, and that spring does take us up into some rings. See if we can get past that in another way. Yeah, it looks like this level is not possible to beat without touching rings, so time to go on to the next one.
3-2.
It looks like in this level, you really just got to know when to use your air boost. So spin dash, jump there, and yeah, I guess you just got to not use your air boost when you're going onto the pole. Which, going to be honest, is a little bit easier said than done, but it is possible. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit difficult. Nope, yeah, we just got to do that wrong. Okay, so let's try that again and just try to do this wrong. So let's see. Do that wrong. Okay, very good. And small little rings to dodge here. That doesn't give us any. What that does, I'm pretty sure that is the only way to progress in the level. So unfortunately, this level does not look like it is possible to beat without touching any rings.
And now we have 3 levels left, and they're all 2 levels. What are the chances of that? And 2-5 or 2-1, it's gonna be 2-5.
Thing here is you just gotta save your air boost, and that does not look possible, so let's not go that way. Take a little slow jog through here. Oh, and there's the last red star ring that I didn't get. And that's how you open that. I actually had never noticed that before. And I believe that it's up here. Yep, this level is also possible to beat without collecting any rings.
Now we're down to our final 2. Let's see which one we get. I'm gonna bet on 2-4. I'm just feeling it, you know? Yeah, let's go. 2-4 is our next level.
I do know that this level has a couple of loop-de-loops in it, so I might just go through that. Now, one thing I like to do, this is the level where I like to use the magnet dash. Dodge those rings, go into this, and I'm trusting it won't have rings for whatever reason. And yep, I'll use this guy. And this level is also possible to beat without touching a ring.
And that leaves us with our final level, that being 2-1.
2, 1. This level, I honestly don't even remember what's in it, but it shouldn't be that bad. It's looking pretty similar to 1-6. Again, just got my final red star ring. Was not expecting to do that this video. And this looks like a loop-de-loop with rings. It is not a loop-de-loop with rings. Alright, I'm pleasantly surprised. So now on to the final part of the level. Going up here, and this is wall jumping. I don't think this has... Nope, no rings over here. That is good. Jump over that, air boost over that. I think they should have kept the slide bit, but no matter. It's perfectly fine. Now this definitely looks like something with rings, but apparently not. And now I believe this is the end of the level up here. Just some final rings to dodge, I believe. In a little crevice area. Nope, not even. Alright, cool. You can beat the final level in the game without touching any rings. So, those are all of the cyberspace levels in Sonic Frontiers. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.